Hey everybody, this is Amy and I am live here in Cancun, and today on September 11th, I wanted to share a message with you, 5 minutes to thrive. And today's message is all about gratitude. Being grateful for 3 ways of being, and those 3 ways of being are: number 1, giving and receiving feedback; number 2, honesty; and number 3, being in the now. When I talk about gratitude, first of all, I want to take a moment, like many of us are thinking about today, and I can't help but think about, where was I? Where were you on September 11th, 19 years ago today? What were your feelings? My feelings that day, I remember, were disbelief, fear, worry, wondering if the whole world was going to end that day. And what I remember is, within 24 hours of that moment, this overwhelming feeling of gratitude came into my mind. I remember being grateful that I do live in a wonderful country, that I do have the freedom, that I do have the independence. And to me today, gratitude isn't about the stuff. You know, I'm grateful I have a wonderful boyfriend, I'm grateful I have friends and family, and I have a home, and I live in a safe place. But to me, I'm thinking more about the ways of being that I'm grateful for. The way I want to talk about that I'm grateful for today first is something called feedback. I've really, lately, I'm not sure why, but this has just been top of mind, and I've thought about it so much that I wanted to share this message with all of you, that I know we hear that word, that phrase, feedback is a gift. Is it really? And I've recently, in the past several months, really decided to take feedback and embrace it as a true gift. Not just say that as some cliche saying, but really to embrace it. What I mean by that is that when someone gives me feedback, whether it's something I do that they think is great or awesome, or maybe they give me a pat on the back. Of course, I always love that, like all of us do, we're human beings. But once in a while I do get feedback that maybe I did something, or I said something, or I showed up in a way that wasn't effective, and somebody tells me about it. Now in the past, I used to get really, resistant about that, or defensive, and maybe I still will get that way in the future, but lately I've been doing something different and just saying thank you, and thanking people for being honest with me about whether it was a decision they made that isn't something I agree with, or something I did or said I didn't agree with. But I say thank you, and I think that really creates an opportunity for me to really reflect and to go into a place of inner peace, and just to really take in what that person says. I think it creates a lot of space to accept that. The second way of being I want to talk to you about is honesty. Honesty is not just being honest in communication. We've all heard that saying that honesty is the best policy, but when I think about honesty, I also think about honesty as being a way of trusting myself. When I have an intuition to not do something, or maybe not go in a business venture, or spend my money on something, or get involved with somebody, whatever it might be, I follow that intuition now instead of denying it. I think denying it is about being dishonest with yourself. And the more I'm honest with myself, and the more I trust that inner voice, I find that voice always serves me. My coach one time told me that this is called our doorbell. You know what I'm talking about, that gut feeling you get about something. Trust it, embrace it. It is your honesty and your spirit talking to you. The last way of being I want to talk to you about that I'm grateful for today is being in the now. Now, I think about this, being here right now in Cancun, and of course, who wouldn't be grateful to be here? But let's face it, there's a pandemic in the world today. I got on a plane, I traveled thousands of miles away from home. I know it's something many of you may not choose to do, and I completely honor that and I respect it. But I'm really grateful that I decided to just take some time off and get away. I admit it, I am the total workaholic. I'm the type A recovering personality, but what I decided to do instead was to be in the now and be in the moment. I'm enjoying some time with my boyfriend. I'm enjoying some time looking at a beautiful beach outside. I'm enjoying time getting to know the locals in the area, exploring, and just really taking some time out. So me deciding to be in the now and be in this moment means that I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not thinking about things that have happened. I'm not worried about the future when I get home and what's going to happen. I'm thinking about being in this moment and cherishing it and being grateful for it and embracing it and taking it in. And I invite you to do the same. So again, be here in the now, honesty, gratitude, feedback.